Good morning, class. Happy Wednesday. It's me, Dr. Schiffman. Last week, we covered the hallmarks of schizophrenia spectrum disorders, and here's a refresher slide to remind us. Today, we're going to be learning about two more specific delusions. Can anybody remind me what delusions are?
Delusions are false beliefs that are perceived to be the truth, regardless if there is evidence against it.
All right, thank you. So I'll be discussing erotomatic delusions with you all today, and Madeline will be focused on jealous delusions. An individual with an erotomatic delusion has an unprecedented belief that another person is in love with him or her. The subject of their delusion can be someone that the person knows in real life, or it can be a fictional character or even a celebrity. The individual may believe that the other person is madly in love with them and cannot be truly happy or complete without them. If the other person is married, they may believe that the marriage isn't valid, or they believe that the other person can't express their love for them for several reasons, whether it be family, friends, or something else preventing them from being together.
Is there an example of someone within the media who has this?
So unless they're formally diagnosed, I cannot say. I will say that the literature suggests that this form of delusions is more common in females, so it often results in some sort of media stalking. And although it's rare, this form of delusion does result in some non-fatal violence sometimes against the love interest or against others who may be perceived as a potential risk. This means that the media plays a big part in a potential tool to feed the erotomatic delusion with constant stimulation and information about people that aren't physically in your world. So I'll be handing it off to Madeline now.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Schiffman. So I'm going to be covering delusions regarding jealousy today. As you can see on the slide, when someone experiences jealous delusions, it means that the individual has a persistent, irrational belief that their partner is cheating on them or being unfaithful in some way, shape, or form. So symptoms can include a low, angry, irritable mood and hallucinations and behaviors in relation to the delusion. So some signs to look out for are extreme distrust and suspicion in romantic and platonic relationships, so much so to the point that the individual with the jealous delusion will go out of their way and perform behaviors to confirm their suspicions. So an example of that behavior would be like stalking their partner or finding somebody else to stalk them.
I feel like everyone gets jealous from time to time. So how does this kind of jealousy differ?
So that's a great question, actually. So in order to pathologize a behavior, it needs to be functionally impairing in one or more areas, and it needs to interfere with daily living. So in the case of a jealous delusion, these thoughts need to influence the individual's daily functioning and behavior.
So what would delusional jealousy look like in comparison to normal jealousy?
Okay, so say we have Chad, who doesn't have jealous delusions, but he is a jealous person. So he may have insecure thoughts relating to his partner's cheating, but he can understand that his thoughts are irrational. Now we have Bob, an individual with a jealous delusion. He may experience extreme thoughts relating to his partner's infidelity that he can't recognize are irrational. So these thoughts may actually lead him to engage in like odd, possibly extreme behaviors, such as stalking to confirm his suspicions.
Okay, thank you.
And with that, let's dive into the answers of today's awesome.